Do you ever feel deep in your heart that something isn't quite right about the way humans have set up the world, and you don't know what to do about it? The man-made part of the world is contrary to everything found in nature. What other mammals do you know of that separate themselves to struggle for survival alone? That would be like taking bees out of their beehive and putting them each in their own jar, or taking geese out of their flying formation and making them migrate alone, or making each wolf in the pack find their own cave. But that's the way the man-made part of the world is set up. Humans are designed to live in community and will never feel right separated into single-family dwellings. That's why the most common reasons for visits to the physician are loneliness, social anxiety, and stress about survival. These are all emotional reasons, but they cause physical symptoms. It's not good for us to be alone. Humans have a deep need to be loved and cared for by a tribe or a community, and a great drive to contribute to that tribe in their own unique way in order to feel whole and complete. Arc7.org believes that most of the problems in this world can be solved by creating a new kind of human habitat. One that supports everyone involved, financially and emotionally. One that doesn't leave our homeless out in the cold, or leave individuals like you and me to struggle for survival alone. One that doesn't make it so hard to survive that survival is all you can hope for. In fact, highest well-being comes from being part of a tribe. A tribe consists of all your family and friends, your extended family, and your village. But today's family is often separated or estranged, leaving us to struggle for survival alone. But we are forced to play the game the way it is, because it is the only game in town. But what would happen if we set up a new game? A life that we design ourselves, with new rules, and better goals, and more exciting ways to win, that rewarded unity and compassion, rather than competition and separation. This is exactly what was downloaded into my brain. It's a totally new way to live as part of a futuristic, intentional community. We don't need to picket or protest or even tell anyone what we plan to do. We don't need the help of the 1% or the powers that be. We can do it without them simply by joining together to try things in a more exciting way. Hi, I'm Teray Foster, founder of ARC7, a nonprofit organization for highest well-being and global well-being. I believe there are millions of people who want to live in a more inclusive and kinder environment. You might be one of them. I'd like to tell you about our vision. I hope it will bring you comfort and inspire you to imagine with me for a moment living your life in a brand new way, in an ARC7 arcology. About 10 years ago, I had an amazing, life-changing experience that sent my life into a new dimension. It was at a time when I just couldn't understand the way the world was set up, and definitely couldn't find my place in it. I didn't want to join and support a system that made so many people unhappy and damaged the earth past the point of no return. Complex PTSD started manifesting so many symptoms that I found myself hunched over from the pain in my stomach. And I'm not the only one that was feeling it. PTSD symptoms were on the rise around the world. Depression, anxiety, insomnia, and eating disorders, substance abuse, violence, and the list goes on. We are all experiencing global PTSD. The doctor couldn't find any physical reasons for my list of symptoms, but I knew the reason for it. I was dying of loneliness and emotional deprivation and disappointment in my fellow man. But since the doctor can't deal with any of that in an effective or permanent way, all he could do was suggest the same thing every doctor around the world would suggest: medicate the pain. Because the causes were not going to go away anytime soon. He told me I needed to get counseling because I shouldn't let the world's problems bother me so much. But that didn't make sense to me. If no one lets the problems bother them, then who would be motivated to solve the problems? One day in the bathtub, back in 2007, I was trying to get my PTSD symptoms to calm down. It was then that I had a spiritual experience that changed my life. This isn't the first spiritual experience I've had, but it sure changed the direction of my life forever. Suddenly my mind opened up and a huge download of understanding was poured into my head. It was so much information that I was overwhelmed and excited and motivated and scared, all at the same time. A godlike voice spoke to me. Yes, it's true. I hear voices. Not all of the voices I hear are very uplifting, but this particular voice has been with me, encouraging me for as long as I can remember, and is the only reason I was able to keep going sometimes. The voice told me, "You just received a download of all the information you need to find happiness and to help others do the same. This is your spiritual assignment." The voice told me that finding human happiness is the same for everyone, no matter who they are or where they come from. And it can't be found the way the world is currently set up. And then I was shown a vision of an amazing community plan that was actually designed for human happiness. The next thing the voice said really took me by surprise. The voice said, "Use this information to organize people and their gifts into an online community. Teach them how to reach for highest well-being and global well-being at the same time. Teach them how to ascend and to accelerate sacred human evolution." I was shocked. I didn't know how to build an online community. I didn't know how to ascend, and I didn't know anything about well-being. Why me? The answer was simple: because you have the time. As a days-at-home mom, you have the time when no one else does. Everyone else is drowning in survival mode, just trying to make ends meet. But you are privileged to have enough time to get this vision going, and those you inspire will take it from there. The voice continued to talk to me for a long time there in the bathtub. A vision of epic proportions filled my soul, and the next thing I noticed was the pain of all my symptoms quieted down. Instead of a sense of doom, I now had a sense of purpose and hope. I'd like to share that sense of hope with you. If you would like to hear the details of a community plan that is designed for human happiness and that financially supports everyone involved instead of leaving everyone to struggle for survival alone, please continue to the next video and learn how you can be one of the first to get involved.